For about 12 years, I spent time running the Florida Canopy Piloting Association. Over that time, I met a lot of young skydivers. It was a grassroots league, started in Florida with meets of 12 people, 15 people, and then they grew to the meets would be 50, 60, 70 people. So they got bigger and bigger, and at every one of those meets we'd go to, there would be new people. And I remember, it was around 2007, there was a young jumper who came out, and he had a cast on his arm because he had done something stupid on one of his landings. He came out and he was like, "Oh, this is so cool. You know, I'm gonna do this next month." But it's a story I had heard many times, and sometimes they would come out, but the majority of the time there was always an excuse. Well, his arm healed up, and he did show up. He came out to the next meet. I'm like, you know, should you really be out here yet? Like, weren't you just in a cast like 3 weeks ago? And he's like, "I'm good, man, I'm good. I'm ready to go, let's do it." He said, "I'm gonna win these things." And there were US team members, there were people who were on the, who had won world championship medals or World Cup medals. And he came out and he did reasonably well for his first competition. And he kept going, and he came out to every meet. He came out to every meet, and he was driven, and he kept pushing and he kept pushing. And I think it took him maybe a year or two, and he made it onto the US team. And he kept pushing and he kept pushing, and eventually he became our US national champion. And he kept pushing and he kept pushing, and eventually he won a world championship, and then he won a World Cup, and he won World Games. He won it all. And the person I'm talking about is Curt Bartholemew. It's amazing where our world champions and our top competitors come from. They're not born with a gold medal around their neck, and they all have an amazing story of how they got there. They've got broken bones, they've got personal problems, they've got professional problems involved in them, but they're all amazing stories. So to know them and hear about them and be able to save them so we can all learn from them and experience them in the future is an amazing thing, and that's something that I think a skydiving museum can help do for us.